played the boxing game. And what this speaks to, and this is a boxing show, boxing is fundamentally exploitative. I get this as a fan. It's a guilty pleasure. I get it, right? And usually it's fans and networks exploiting fighters, right? We say, we want to see you in blood and guts fights, which risks their health for the rest of their life to entertain us. But here's what's crazy to me about a fight like that. And I remember, when I'm a little kid, Sugar Ray Leonard wins the gold medal. And then you blink, he's fighting Benitez for the title. Then he's fighting Durant twice. Then he's fighting Hearns. It didn't take 100 years to make the fight. But what's wild about something like this is a real super fight, and I said this on the broadcast for Crawford and Canelo, can't be promoted into existence. Right. What a real super fight is, the dust settles in an era, and there are two dudes left standing. There's Ali, there's Frazier, there's Leonard, there's Hagler, there's Mayweather, there's Pacquiao. That's a super fight, right? There's Crawford, there's Canelo. Those are two big fighters of the era. This type of fight, this could easily be at the end of an era, because Teo might be a dude left standing and Shakur could be the dude left standing, right?
I agree. Training to do something to not just beat Shakur, but to beat him in grand fashion. When I say grand fashion, I mean going for the knockout.
Well, I think that the whole thing is the Bible of boxing really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there.
I'm going for us when a person underestimates you. That's lovely. And that ain't the only thing he's underestimating. So we're good.
Max Kellerman says this fight is anything but easy, calling it a dangerous matchup for Shakur Stevenson and a true test of elite-level skill, focus, and discipline.
Pleasing fight. We've seen the way Teo goes against some of these boxers. We've seen Shakur in some bad fights, obviously. Although Shakur looks pretty damn good against Williams Zepeda. Teo's not a pressure guy. He likes to counterpunch. Two counterpunchers, really.
Yes, it is not but there are some fights, guys. I think about Pernell Whitaker and Buddy McGirt, or Sugar Ray Leonard and Wilfred Benitez. I love the high-speed chess match. Not every fight has to be rock'em sock'em robots, right? That is, I agree with you. Aesthetically, there could be problems because someone has to take the lead, and they're both counterpunchers. But Chris, Teo has some angles with his feet that might bother a guy like Shakur.
That's exactly what I was thinking. He has great angles with the feet. He moves greater in the ring, and combination fighter. To me, combinations is the best.
Teofimo Lopez remains confident and determined, stating that this fight will be a rude awakening for Shakur Stevenson when they finally meet inside the ring.
Won my mandatory, and he didn't. He was too hesitant, trying to commit to punches. So I think that it's just something that's going to be a rude awakening for Shakur.
Hey, Doug, you hear that? He said the Bible of boxing. What else is called the Bible of boxing? It's Ring Magazine. And he's a two-division Ring Magazine champ.
Great ambassador for those championship belts as well.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm very big on those things. I claimed 2 weight divisions, 2 Ring Magazine belts.
Shakur's coach, Jack, explains that while the team has kept their usual training foundation intact, they've made key strategic adjustments this time to prepare Shakur in a smarter, more calculated way.
You trying a few new little things, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's basically the same thing we've been doing. We changed the strategy, but no camp is never exactly the same. So yeah, it's just like always. We may try a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but it's mainly the same things. One of the best things we have going for us when a person underestimates you. That's lovely. And that ain't the only thing he's underestimating. So we're good.
Max Kellerman adds that although Shakur's power is highly underrated, Teofimo's physical strength, footwork, and presence in the ring are equally formidable, showcasing his determination and overall fighting ability.
The thing I like about Teo's style, when you have a guy like Shakur whose defense is that good, and he's not just a guy who's going to hug you, he can box, the easiest thing in the world is just to pick him against everybody.
Right. Yes.
But Teo also has the kind of footwork, Malik, where he steps around guys. And I think about Buddy McGirt, Meldrick Taylor.
Yes.
Roy, where Meldrick had quick enough feet where if you were going to come right at Buddy McGirt, he could box you. but Meldrick could give him angles that were more difficult. I think of Roy Jones, James Toney. If you were going to go at James Toney, forget it. His defense is too good. But Roy had the feet to move around James Toney, and maybe Teo has the feet to move around Shakur.
I seriously doubt it, man. Shakur is a whole different type of animal. His ring IQ is up there with the best. He's getting literally, I don't know how many times we've seen two.
Shakur says he feels constantly criticized and believes he doesn't receive the credit he deserves, with many downplaying his achievements and dismissing the quality of his opponents.
And just kept it moving. I do feel like I am in a situation that when I do make fighters look bad and beat them up, the first thing that they going to run to is, oh, this guy wasn't that good, or this guy is not nobody. They're going to take away from my resume, same way they did with Bud. Just like my last fight. They turned the dude that I was fighting and they say he's a cab driver. But I want to say his fight before he fought me, he fought Nakatani. And no disrespect to Teo. Teo had, a majority decision with Nakatani. Lomachenko, it took him 9 or 10 rounds to get him out of there. That dude got him out of there in 6. So he couldn't be as bad as how they made it seem. But I think I'm just in a lose situation when it comes down to it, because anybody that I fight.
This time, Stevenson says he's fully motivated to prove himself and silence the doubters once and for all.
I fight. They gonna act like I didn't fight nobody. Even with Edwin. Edwin is a great fighter. But after I beat him, they're gonna sit there and say that he wasn't as good as.
Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia shared his thoughts on the highly anticipated matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. While he slightly favors Shakur as the likely winner, Garcia makes it clear that Teofimo cannot be overlooked. He points out that Stevenson's skill set, speed, and defensive mastery give him a clear edge, making him a difficult challenge for anyone in the division. At the same time, Garcia acknowledges Lopez's power, determination, and adaptability, stressing that the fight is far from predictable. According to Garcia, boxing at this level often comes down to timing, small margins, and moments of opportunity. Even the favorite must stay cautious, because one clean combination or smart adjustment can change everything. For Garcia, this is a fascinating clash of styles, where Shakur's technical brilliance meets Teofimo's offensive versatility. And while he leans toward Shakur, he believes Lopez has the tools to pull off a major upset.
I would put my money on Shakur, but shit, I won't be surprised if Teofimo surprises us all, for sure. I think I'm underestimating Teofimo a little bit, but I don't think he can make the necessary adjustments to his own style to combat what Shakur does best. But he could definitely prove me wrong, for sure.
Valdez recently shared his perspective on the upcoming Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight, explaining why he believes Lopez has a real chance to win. Valdez focuses on Teofimo's positioning, footwork, and natural counter-punching ability. He notes how Lopez uses his back foot to stay balanced, create space, and take advantage of his reach to land precise counters. This approach allows him to absorb shots without taking unnecessary damage, a skill he's developed since his amateur background and Olympic experience. Valdez points out that pure boxing fans may not always appreciate this style, but it's a crucial part of Lopez's game. According to him, beating a fighter like Shakur requires patience, timing, and controlled pressure.
You gotta hit him first. And Shakur, seeing the way he's positioned, the way his back foot's there, and then you see him comfortable and he's, all right, this is my shot. And you throw it, he just rocks back, or he has that back foot, just steps back, and he has a long reach, so he just counters punches you. And that's part of the game. You get hit and not get hit. And Shakur Stevenson does it to the T. He perfected that since he was an amateur and Olympian, silver medalist, and now he's done it as a professional. You know, maybe not the whole world enjoys it, but the boxing, the pure boxing fan will maybe appreciate that.
I know you tried to do it, and Shakur's undefeated at this point, but like, how do you beat a Shakur Stevenson?
You know, I think how you beat a Shakur Stevenson, if I can go back.
Valdez emphasizes that Teofimo must wait for the right moments to land meaningful shots that force Stevenson into uncomfortable positions, similar to how underdogs in boxing history have upset technically superior opponents. He draws parallels to past fights where precision and opportunistic timing changed expected outcomes. Valdez believes Lopez's composure, distance control, and ability to counter under pressure make him a legitimate threat, if Lopez applies smart pressure while remaining defensively responsible, he could seriously challenge Stevenson's undefeated record. In Valdez's view, this matchup isn't just about talent, it's a tactical chess match, where patience, counters, and strategic discipline could decide the winner.
And make that damage where he has no option. We all got tremendous fighters who box very well. You got, Sugar Ray Leonard to Roberto Duran came, and he ended up catching him. You got, Sweet Pernell Whitaker. He was an amazing defensive fighter until, Zurdo Ramirez came in and beat him, and other fighters. So everyone, I think time will tell the fighter, but I would say a pressured fighter. Maybe someone like Pitbull. We know Pitbull has had some losses with guys who are even less defensive fighters than Shakur Stevenson. So the Rayo Venezuela and then Gervonta Davis, and then it's controversial.